Live from the 412, it's Platt's point of view, y'all. Let's go. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Platt, and this is Platt's point of view. And on today's show, I got one of high school basketball's finest joining me. Unfortunately, his teammate couldn't come, but that's cool, though. You know, we got much love for him, too. But this guy, he averaged 26 points a game, and he was only a freshman. He helped lead his team to the Whippeal Quarter Single A Finals. No, my fault, the Whippeal Single A Playoffs. He has a very bright future, and I'm talking about Neighborhood Academy Phenom, Shamarr Simpson. Thanks for joining me in the studio today, man. We're going to get right into it, bro. First, Neighborhood Academy, man. How's life as a freshman?
Man, it's different. You know, education different, school's different. The way you get to school is different. I mean, the Neighborhood Academy is one of those places where it's a safe haven. Mm-hmm. You know, for me being a black teen living in, the inner city of Pittsburgh, I mean, you feel me? There's not much schools and, there's not much places that you can call home for real. Mm-hmm. But the Neighborhood Academy is different. I mean, I can walk in and I know it's home immediately as soon as I step in the door, from breakfast to lunch to even dinner.
Wow.
You feel me? So in just basketball period, I mean, after school, after we get our education, because they put school first.
Right.
And me being a student athlete, school comes before anything. So after school, then we go hoop. And that's the best part about it.
Well spoken, man. What's your GPA?
My GPA is a 3.8.
3.8? Okay, that's excellent, man. Who's your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher is our religion teacher, Mr. Mosman. That's my guy.
Oh, yeah? That's what's up. Shout out to Mr. Moswell.
Yeah, but my favorite subject is history, though.
Favorite subject is history? Okay. What's your favorite food to eat?
My favorite food to eat, I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all gonna hate me for this, but it's definitely Milano's Pizza.
Okay.
Or I love me some hibachi. Those are my top two.
Pretty good. What's your favorite subject, your favorite school subject?
Yeah, definitely history. I love history. Being an African-American teen, I mean, I can't call myself an African teen if I don't know nothing about African history.
Smart, well-spoken, man.
So, you feel me? I feel like African history is one of my favorite things to learn all the time.
Okay, did you guys go on any field trips this year? And if you did, talk about some field trip experiences, Shamarr.
So, how my school is, we go on college visits. So, different colleges around, the Pittsburgh area. So we went to Allegheny Greater, and we took a tour around CCAC, and yeah, those are the two. And I think those experiences, help you prepare for college as a freshman. It gives you a freshman's perspective on what college is supposed to look like. How people operate, how you got to time manage. And time management is the biggest thing when I talk to, kids in college. They're telling me like, you got to be on your stuff, and time management is the biggest thing you can ever, you can ever think about. Mm-hmm. Time management is that thing that's going to get you through it.
Mm-hmm. That's cool, man. Shamarr, what do you love most about high school, and what do you hate most about high school?
So, what do I love most about high school? Come on, y'all. It's the basketball. It's a basketball environment. The lights. The crowd roaring. I'm getting full court pressed. I mean, it's late in the game. Like, I feel like that's my favorite high school experience. But in the classroom, we be having beatbox challenges in lunch. We go hard.
Y'all Dougie Fresh on. You probably too young to know who Dougie Fresh is, though.
We go hard. Now, my school is big. Like I said, my school is big on school, so they give us tons of work. So actually, this week we got to study for an 89 vocab word quiz for our final. It's just the amount of work that they get. But, I mean, I'm built for it, and I'm ready for it. It's just the work, being a basketball player and a team player and a school manager. Man, it's a lot.
That's what's up, man. Shamarr, this was your first year playing high school basketball. I mean, is it what you expected? But you averaged 26 points a game, so it seemed like you fit right in, man. But you want to talk about that transition from middle school to high school basketball? Because it's a big transition, man.
Yeah. So how my school operated, and, Mr. Journey, which is our vice president there, our head of director there, him and Dr. Williams, they had in the middle school we were in the Christian league. I mean, we played Trinity Christian, some of the Christian schools, and I would never knock no Christian school, because if you can hoop, you can definitely hoop.
Period.
But and me being in a middle schooler, I know my mom always put me in a position where I must play up. Like, I can never play competition better. And Mr. Jernigan always said to me, like, if you're the best in the gym, you're in the wrong gym. And for me to be dominating in middle school, I need to play up. So my 7th and 8th grade year, I played JV basketball. Shout out Coach Rocky White.
Shout out Coach Rocky.
That's my guy, and he made me play up during high school. So I was playing JV high school my 7th and 8th grade year. So I already got a feel for the competition and what it was going to look like. And how me being a freshman, I knew they was going to pick at me. I know the coaches were going to, scout me out. They were going to know how I played. Force me to my left hand, try to get me off the dribble. But, I was prepared for it. Like I said, I'm built for it. So I already knew how it was going to go.
I like your attitude, man. Who's the best team y'all faced this season, Shamarr?
So the best team we faced this season is probably Monty Christian. That's a school. It's a school just like the neighborhood academy. They're big on school.
Yeah, they got the big 6'10" guy. I'm familiar.
That's my guy Larry. Shout out to Larry Malik. He's getting multiple D1 offers.
Yeah, definitely.
Even got invited and even got seen by some of the college coaches like Kentucky. And,
Coach Kyle was up here checking him out.
And Team
definitely.
USA, that's my guy. But that's one of our hardest competition schools, and with them moving up and Bishop Canevin moving up, like some of those schools, I don't know, I don't think I can get a chance to play until we get to state. So
yeah, you never know. Coach might schedule it, but who's the wildest teammate on your team? Who's the craziest guy on your team? Like you just be like who's the Draymond Green / Patrick Beverly of your team? Like who's the outspoken guy that just doesn't care?
All right, so we got two. There's this guy named Nazim. He's one of our second guards, and Nazim's going to full court press you until the game starts. He might full court press you on warm-ups, you never know. like he's in your ear, he's talking that talk.
Yeah.
Nazim, he has high motor,
yeah.
But it really comes from the bench though. Our bench is what gets us going. We got this guy Dominic. He's one of those team players. He's a player where he's gonna give you that energy. Good shot, Mar. Good shot, Court. Good shot, Jay. He's gonna uplift his teammates. But Nazim, he's our Patrick Beverly. He's gonna get in it regardless of the situation of the game.
You need a player like that on every team. You can't have a bunch of choir boys. That's right. In football, basketball, hockey. You got to have somebody that's just a little off. Everybody go left. You need somebody to go right. You know what I mean? But away game, Shamarr, what team had the craziest fans? What was the most hostile environment you experienced this season?
It was either against St. Joe's or it was before the season had started. It was it was three. There was three teams, but I think it was Monessen. And we played St. Joe's. Now, Monessen, that environment was hostile. I don't know what they had against City Boys, but they was on it from the regardless. And the opening shots was me hitting threes, and they oh yeah, you never hit that again. I'm in the timeout and I'm hearing stuff.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But the St. Joe's, they was trying to get in our heads.
Yeah.
They was saying all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Kept calling me chicken legs. All right, chill on my legs.
Yeah, you can't worry about that. You just gotta play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you basically would say St. Joe's and Monessen had the craziest fans?
Yeah.
Okay. Shamarr, what basketball skills do you think you need to improve on most going into your sophomore season?
Going into my sophomore season, I think I shot a lot more threes than I did. I was ball watching a lot sometimes. I find myself when Courtney's scoring, because Courtney's a natural scorer. I find myself getting mesmerized by his game and just watching him shoot. Yeah. And I be forgetting that I'm in the game too.
Yeah.
I gotta go get mine too.
Right.
And
can't just stand around.
I gotta take it to the hole and using my left hand. Over the summer, shout out Coach Clyde, but Coach Clyde been getting me in the gym, and Coach Justice, that's my other trainer, my top two trainers. They been getting me in the gym, making me use my left hand on practice. One of those practices, I went all left hand. So, that's going to be different. Driving to the hole with my left hand, and I've been on a Vertimax. So, y'all better beware this year. I've been on a Vertimax this year, so y'all better be ready.
That's what's up, man. Who you listen to pregame to get you hyped, man? You listen to rap, R&B? Give me some people you like listening to get you in the mode, man, when it's game time.
I'm a Russell Westbrook. Not necessarily jazz, but I'm definitely an R&B dude.
Okay.
I can't listen, just being from the hill, I can't really listen to, that hard music. And
you like to be mellow. You want to hear something like Mary J. Blige or something.
I grew up in a mostly girl household, so I got Erykah Badu in my head shooting
excellent.
threes.
She's great.
I got Lauryn Hill in my head shooting threes. Then I got some Drake, and I got all different type of variety of music. But I listen to all music.
Yeah.
But mostly R&B. I definitely listen to R&B
before the games.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool, man. Who's your favorite NBA team and your favorite NBA player, Shamarr?
So, my favorite NBA team right now is the Celtics. Like,
Wow, you a Boston guy.
I always I've been a LeBron fan all my life.
Me too,
I've
man.
been a
Welcome
LeBron
to the
fan
club.
all my life. I can't even lie. I'm never really in the GOAT debates, but
Yeah,
come
you're
on,
right,
LeBron
right.
is good.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I saw this play. I saw this game. I was about 6th, 7th grader. I'm talking about LeBron versus Celtics 2018.
Ooh,
and I see Jason Tatum cram on LeBron. Boom.
I remember that game.
Boom. I see Marcus Smart steal the ball off of J.R. Smith. It was crazy. In my head, I'm like, yo, who are these guys? And I'm like, and I'm looking at the Celtics and the team that they're grown now, that they've grown into.
Yeah,
right
they were
now,
puppies back then.
They were puppies back then. Now they
ready.
just forced a Game 7 with
Right.
Milwaukee,
Can't
the MVP.
wait.
I can't wait. But my favorite player right now, at 2, is Drew Holiday and Devin Booker.
Drew Holiday's tough, man. He's
Holiday.
probably the best all-around guard. It could be an argument, man. You could give him Defensive Player of the Year over Marcus Smart because he's been the best defensive point guard in the playoffs.
For a minute.
Timely stops, timely steals, timely threes.
You saw
tough,
last
man.
year when they were up against KD. Who was
Right.
guarding KD?
Right.
Drew Holiday.
Right.
Was in his ear all game, in his stuff all game, and that's how I feel like Milwaukee got that win over Brooklyn. I mean, we can argue back and forth, but you feel me? That's what I think it is. But Devin Booker, he just. He embodies the Kobe spirit. He may not talk a lot about the Kobe spirit,
Right.
but I feel like he is the Kobe spirit. Like the way his game is, how smooth his game is, and how he affects his team. Like he's a light skinned cat. So people think they can push him around.
Yeah, they think he's soft. Far from soft.
He's not with none of that.
Yeah, his dad's a former NBA player anyway. He played for the CBA for the Pittsburgh Piranhas back in the day. So he got the NBA's already in his blood. And a lot of people, you probably don't even know this, Shamarr. Devin Booker didn't even start at Kentucky. He came off the bench, but he was the most NBA-ready player, and now I see what they're talking about. Yeah. You know what I mean? But next question: who's the biggest trash talker you played against this season, man? Who was just giving you the blues, man, like a roach you can't kill?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't no team really. I haven't really had one of those teams yet that was just in my ear.
Yeah, not even a player just nagging you, just getting on your nerves.
But my teammates do in practice.
Okay.
In practice, we almost got it into it every practice, and that's what makes
you better.
That's what makes us our team
hungry
so
too.
Just you feel me? Everybody's in it, and it don't matter in practice. We can be in practice in school.
Yeah.
Like let's say you missed the homework. I'm in your ear. Yo, you got to do that assignment.
Smart man.
I don't need you to be on academic probation. And you missing games.
Right. We need you for the run.
I need you. So when I'm missing, even with me being a team captain and somebody that's like that. Even if I miss homework, I got Courtney, I got Brent, I got Nazim, Nate, all in my ear like, yo, I need you to get this homework done. Because they don't need me to put myself in a position where, I'm not really failing or I'm not putting myself in a position to be great.
Right, you could hurt the team too, man. You're a prolific scorer. They're going to need you, man. You know what I mean? When you're not playing basketball, what you like to do, Shamarr, besides hooping?
I would say I like watching anime, just Japanese cartoons. That's my style.
I'm an X-Man, Spider-Man type of guy.
Yeah, I love cartoons. I love all of that. And I've been a big anime fan for a long time, like the Dragon Ball Z's, the Goku's, the Naruto's. I've been a very big anime fan. So when I'm not in my free time, I like the color.
Yeah, wow, that's interesting, man. That's
interesting. I like the color. I'm not really so much in the drawing, but I can definitely color.
That's cool, man. Shamarr, do you realize, man, that you and Courtney, man, even though, he ain't here, shout out to Courtney, but you realize you and him could be the best 1-2 whippy scoring punch in the next 3 years, man?
Absolutely. I think we the best backcourt in 1A.
Yeah.
2A, 3A, and 4A.
Man, as freshmen, y'all averaged 43 points combined, man. I think that's remarkable. You know what I mean? It's like y'all jumped off the porch and just took off in the whippy, man. You know what I mean?
And Courtney's only 14. I'm only 15. We got three more years in whippy, and I feel like once we hit our growth spurt and whatever bodily changes we go through,
right.
I feel like we're going to be a powerhouse for any. I feel like we're going to be a nightmare for any team. I feel like we're going to be one of those duos that y'all are going to know we're going to play. Y'all got to prepare for us to play. Even now, I've seen some of the scouting reports. We're going to be one of those duos that y'all are going to have to prepare for before y'all even play us. Because y'all know we're going to give y'all a nightmare, not even just on offense. Because defense, we gonna be in it
That's
too.
good. You talking defense.
We
too,
not even
man.
just offensive threat.
You talk about the Celtics. You and him could be y'all on the right trajectory. Y'all could be like a Tatum and a Jaylen Brown, man. Like definitely, man. How would you describe your coach, head coach Jordan Marks? What up, coach?
What up, coach? So Jordan Marks is a remarkable guy. I mean, he's one of those guys that care. Now, when I say care, he care a lot. I mean, during the weekends, coach, I need the gym. Can you come open it? Me and Courtney, or just any of my teammates, when we need the gym, he'll come open it quick.
Wow.
You know, he'll run practices late. You know, he'll talk about life with us and, you know, the different experience that he went to. Like, and by all means, nor is that man soft. Because one mix-up, he'll make us run. And that's what makes us, like, you know. And and I ain't gonna lie to you, in the beginning of the season, we had some issues. Like, me, Coach Jordan, and the rest of the team, like, you know, our team didn't gel together. We didn't play as a team. But over time, with Coach Jordan and Coach Warzu, which is our assistant coach, like, they gave us that, you know, that power.
Yeah.
They made us, you know, better, not even just as players, but as people. Like, you know, and the different experiences that they have shown us, you know, not even just with basketball, has been crazy. And Coach Jordan he's a well, powerful guy. That guy's, I feel like as long as I follow Coach Jordan and the wisdom that he puts down with me and my team, I feel like the sky's the limit as well with our coach.
Up, man. Shamarr, after you graduate in the next 3 years, where you see yourself, man?
So, like I said, I'm a big school guy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, and even if not even just with basketball, I want to be like he mentioned, Jaylen Brown again. Jaylen Brown finished college with a 4.0.
You doing research, man. I like that.
That's what energy I want to head into. I still want to go to school for psychology. I've been very interested in the human brain, and you know, as a young kid, you know, as long as I keep my grades up, I do my SATs. And Coach Jordan always told me, as long as my SATs are, you know, or fine, that opened up opportunities for me to go anywhere I feel like I want to go to anywhere. So I definitely want to go to school for college. I promised my mom that I'm going to college, whether basketball or not.
Right.
You know, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to get that education. So I feel like education is big. Without education, you can't do a lot of things in life. And I'm not saying that education is the only thing that's going to make you successful, but you know, being educated is going to open up those opportunities for you to be successful, and it's going to give you a path to be successful. Definitely.
Well spoken, Shamarr. I don't want to get you in trouble, man, but this is part of the thing. Hey, man, do you got a girlfriend? If not, do you got a lot of girls?
So, not really. I'm more of a keep self to myself type of guy. I mean, in the beginning of the like middle school, I was all about the ladies.
So you more private.
I was all about the girls now, but you know. Well, a little later, I was all about the girls. I mean, the hitting threes, blowing kisses at the ladies. I was one of them back in the day. But you know, now, you know, I'm more so focused on. Even if I am focused, I'm focused on one person.
That's smart, man.
And that person, you know, my special person, you know, she's always, you know, more so, you know, focused on basketball. You know, she's a basketball first type of person. She's in the gym. She's also in the gym with me too.
Oh, she's
a
winner.
She
Sound like
rebounds.
a winner.
You know, she does a lot of things. You know, she's educated as well. You know, you never want to have a person that's, you know, never on the same path as you.
Right.
Because, you know, because your paths is going to, you know, intersect at some point. You know, as we are both young, you know, both in our freshman year, but you know, anything could happen. You know, anything. We're both prepared for anything. You know, we're both smart and educated. And I'm a ladies' man. Like I said, I grew up with all women in my house, so you know they taught me how to treat a lady and what not to do and how to do things that, you know, a man is supposed to do.
That's cool, man. I'm pretty sure you got a dream college you want to play basketball for. So who's your dream college that you just like, if I could just put on that uniform and play for this college, man, this is my dream.
College. It'd probably be Duke or Kentucky. I mean, you know, those are the basketball central type of.
I had a feeling you was
gonna
say Duke. I don't know why.
I feel like even with Coach Calipari being gone, like you know, I still think Duke is that powerhouse.
Yeah, definitely.
Know, a lot of kids and a lot of people, you know, a lot of basketball players have came from Duke.
Yes,
Kentucky.
they have. Yes, they have.
And, you know, and I have no problem with going to Arizona State either.
Oh, okay, out west, Sun Devils.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and
It's hot
everybody
out there, Shamarr.
I
Out in
know.
Tempe, man. You out in the desert, man.
Everybody's telling me, you know, go down south, you know.
Yeah.
And even still, I would love to play for HBCU.
Ooh, wow. Okay, now you're talking. Yeah.
I would love to
A
play
lot of kids are doing that now. Times are
I
changing,
would
man.
love to play.
HBCUs are
I would
definitely
love to
trending.
play Division I for HBCU.
Okay.
Because I get that college experience.
Right.
I get that, you know, my culture experience.
Right. It's very prestigious.
And
Very prestigious.
And I can hoop.
Yeah.
You know, those are the top 3 things, and that's what I feel like I would be most comfortable at.
Yeah.
So I feel like at HBCU, Duke and Kentucky is my top 3.
HBCUs, y'all watching, come recruit Shamarr, man. It's definitely worth it. What NBA players do you try to model your game after, Shamarr?
Patrick Beverly, CP3. Patrick Beverly, CP3,
Okay.
and Drew Holiday.
Okay.
Those are my top 3 because, I mean, listen, everybody clowns. When CP3 first came into the league, everybody clowned me for being 6 foot. Mm-hmm. Everybody clowned. I mean, his own recruiters were even complaining about how small he was.
Yeah.
CP3 is arguably the best point guard to ever play the game. He's the most skilled. In my opinion, I think CP3 is one of the most skilled point guards. The way he assists his team, the way how he gets to the rack, even being 6 foot, his ability to get to the post and to get to his mid range. I feel like that's one of the best things about CP3. And Drew Holiday, not only is Drew Holiday an offensive threat, he's a defensive threat.
Yes.
And you know that's something that I know recruiters and college coaches are looking for. Like you can be a bucket all you want. But if you can't play defense, don't nobody want you.
Except for Mike D'Antoni.
Except for Mike D'Antoni.
That's why
Except
James
for Mike
Harden is home, but that's
D'Antoni.
another story.
And,
But yeah.
you know, those are the 3 cats. And Patrick Beverly, I mean, Patrick Beverly he's given everybody a headache, from LeBron to Kevin Durant,
Yes,
some of the
he
biggest guys in the league.
Yes.
He has stopped them in their tracks with them being in their prime.
Cold-blooded pest.
He's cold-blooded. And not only does his work ethic. It's his work ethic. Like,
Yes, it
not
is.
a lot of people think that Patrick Beverly don't work hard. And a lot of people think Patrick Beverly ain't that guy, but Patrick Beverly is that motor. He gives the Timberwolves.
Exactly. You see,
know.
his journey, man. It took him a long time to get in the NBA, man. He was in Europe, France, Brazil. He's all over. And he finally stuck in the league, man. And, hard work pay off, man.
Yep.
Definitely. Besides basketball, Shamarr, what other sports you like?
So, actually, fun fact. My granddad used to play in the Negro League.
Wow. I never knew that.
He used to play for the Crawfords. So my granddad, he was always very big in baseball. Mm-hmm. So, I know a little tricks and gimmicks about baseball as well.
Okay.
And my brother played football. He played football as well. So I get a little football from my brother.
Oh, yeah, Big Jack.
Yeah, Big Jack.
Shout out Big Jack, man. What up, Jack?
My brother used to play football in college, and he always told me like the work ethic. I'm gonna keep pressing the work ethic. And my granddad, like just those two in my ears constantly. And then my aunt, my aunt's a track star.
Yeah.
My aunt was the track star. I mean, she held state records. My mom was a swimmer. Like I had an athletic family.
Right, it's in your blood.
They know the work ethic and the work behind it. They knew what the amount of work to put in. So with them constantly being in my ear, those are the sports, baseball, track, and football are the 3 that I'm always around. And I know even if I know basketball couldn't work out, I know I could be an analyst for baseball and track because I know those are the most I know about it.
Okay. Shamarr, if you can invite 4 famous people over your house for dinner, who would be your 4? 4 famous people you want to eat dinner with.
Malcolm X.
Okay.
That's my first one.
Okay.
Definitely Malcolm X. I love Malcolm X. Malcolm X, J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Definitely
Okay,
J. Cole.
you got a rapper there.
A little back in the day, but Frank Sinatra.
Wow. I would
Sinatra.
never think somebody as young as you would say that.
Frank Sinatra.
That's 3.
I would definitely love to have a little dinner with Frank Sinatra and the whole Earth, Wind, and Fire crew.
You want them all? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be nice, man. That's
my
interesting,
top,
man.
My top 4.
Okay.
But I love Malcolm X. I think Malcolm X is definitely my first choice.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I would love to eat a sandwich with him and talk to him too. I wish I could.
Just to be in his presence.
Right.
With
Very
Malcolm
powerful.
X is just, I would be legendary.
What's your favorite video games to play?
My favorite video games to play, definitely a big COD guy, but I love Madden.
Yeah, me too.
My dad put me on Madden.
Yeah.
And, watching him and my uncles play Madden all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I've always
I participated in some of them tournaments against you too. Yeah.
My dad was a big Madden guy, so
Yes, he is.
I always dreamed of like, oh yeah, I'm finna play my dad. I'm gonna beat him. Then he
Yeah.
can't say he's better than me
Uh-huh.
every time. So I was always a big Madden guy and a Call of Duty guy.
Okay. Give me your top 5. Give me your 5 favorite NBA players.
My 5
Yeah,
favorite
your 5
NBA
favorite
players.
Not your best, just your favorite 5 NBA players.
Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain 1.
Man, you got a good mind, man. You
Will
deep in
Chamberlain-
history,
Will
man. I
Chamberlain
like
won.
that.
John Stockton.
Ooh.
LeBron.
Okay.
Mike. Tracy
MJ.
McGrady.
Tracy McGrady. Wow, Shamarr, I like that list, man. Wow. Those are 5 interesting cats, man. Stockton was tough, man. He was tough.
Tracy McGrady was hard.
Yeah, injuries
Come
derailed him,
on,
but yeah,
y'all.
McGrady was tough.
Tracy McGrady.
One point in time, he was the best player in the league, man.
Tracy McGrady.
Yes.
was hard.
Oh, man, I
For
seen him
them
do
to
some
snub
stuff.
him like that.
Yeah, he's supposed to be on that
He
75th
gotta be
player
on that
list.
top 75
Yeah,
list.
coming out of high school, man. I remember him out of Mount Zion Academy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie to watch?
It's called Maze Runner. It's a trilogy.
Okay.
It's a little trilogy. There's 3 movies. Maze Runner. Maze Runner is one of those movies where you should watch. You can watch with your family. It's not one of those gruesome movies, but it's
Yeah.
one of those movies that it makes you think a little bit. It's where teens get put in an isolated box, and they got to use their minds and their powers to get out. But with all of them having being in different stages of their lives,
Yeah.
they run into some problems, and it's all boys, and then a girl comes in to the picture, and it kind of reminds me of the Neighborhood Academy, because Neighborhood Academy, it's middle school, it's all boys.
Yeah.
It's middle school, it's all boys.
Oh, I
and,
never knew that. That's interesting.
So when we would go out, like the Kennywood, us being middle schoolers and interacting with a girl, it's different because we're always with each other, and that's with our teammates now, we all came from the middle school, so we didn't have the girls in the high school as much as we did. That's why I was so, blowing kisses at the ladies as much, because we didn't have girls in the middle school, so I had to, get it how I live,
That's what's up. You play AAU ball too, man. Talk about your AAU basketball experience.
AAU experience as a Pittsburghian, being from Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania, is different. The level it takes for you to play on an AAU stage and thrive on the AAU stage is different. I mean, some of those cats, 6'8", last a couple weeks ago we played a whole team that was 6'8".
Yeah.
Some of those cats from out of state, they're dogs. They winning more than everybody. This is their life. It gave me back in the day, when I played middle school AAU, it gave me that ideology, yo, I gotta work hard, and I gotta work harder than anybody else, because if I'm not in the gym, somebody's in the gym.
Yeah, he's smart, man.
And I can't have somebody being in the gym and I'm not in the gym, because that excels them higher than me.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to always be at that playing field. I can never let somebody work harder than me. And I came from AAU. Them AAU, that was the first wow experience, being full court pressed at 8 a.m. Them cats was hungry.
Yeah.
Them cats were hungry. And, that's where I kind of get that from. And when I transfer that from, to Whippeal Sports,
right.
Some people just aren't ready for it.
Yeah.
That's better for me, because I've been on that playing field.
Right, you've been on that level, you know what it takes.
I know what it takes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. I know what it takes to be that dog.
Yeah, definitely, man.
From AAU, so, yeah.
Who's the best play an NBA game next after this? Is gonna be real cool. But who's the best player you seen in AAU basketball?
Best player I've seen in AAU basketball. Malik Thomas. That's my brother. Malik Thomas. That's my boy. Malik Thomas is he's a Lincoln Park freshman.
Oh, okay.
Lincoln Park freshman.
He played with the Cummings kid, the Cummings brother. Yeah, Nelly's little brother. Okay.
He's a Lincoln Park kid. He's another D1 recruit.
Yeah, he is.
He's another D1 recruit, being recruited by St. Joe's.
Uh-huh.
And even he went to the Team USA men's training camp as a freshman.
That's big.
That's one of those things where it's bro. As much as me, Courtney, and a couple other freshmen are being recruited as well, it just gives us a light. Yo, Malik is giving us that way. Like, you know, he's giving us more college coaches to like start coming into those Pittsburgh areas and you know, giving us that look. But Malik is tough. I never put that against nobody. And even playing with Malik on some AAU teams, like Malik was hard. And I would take Malik over a lot of kids and a lot of seniors, juniors, and sophomores.
That speaks volumes, Shamarr. We're gonna play this NBA game, man.
All right.
It's just basically either or. Like I'll say, Bird or Magic, and you just tell me who you like. How about 9 players? It should be fun. So we're gonna start off with Kevin Durant or LeBron.
LeBron.
Okay. Trae Young, Ja Morant, or Luka Doncic.
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yes, right now. I'm taking Ja. That's my guy.
I'm taking Ja, too. Okay. Look at my guy, though, guys. Look at my second option, but I'm taking Ja right now. He hard.
Yes, he's tough. Unfortunately, what happened, he got hurt. But Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic?
Joel Embiid. It's my boy. I take him over every center in the league.
Yeah.
I'm taking Joel Embiid.
So you think, before we go to the next one, you think he got robbed for MVP?
Last year?
No, this year. Jokic, they just gave it to Jokic. A lot of people thought Joel Embiid should have got it.
So how I think about it is, I feel like fans voted on who's the best player, not the most valuable player. So when you put in this perspective, like a perspective of like who's the best player, I think in my opinion, I think Joel Embiid is the best player. But I feel like, you know, Jokic is well deserved because, you know, the Nuggets don't really have a good roster. You know?
Right.
You take Jokic off that Nuggets team, and with Murray being out and their other starter, who do you have? Who on that team is going to step up and, you know, take Jokic's spot and, you know, put them in a position where they can make the playoffs and even make the playoffs? You know, as much as they did lose first round, I mean, but who can you put in Jokic's spots that can put them in a opportunity where they can, you know, make it to the first round? Because if you take Joel off that team, I mean, I still think the Sixers make it into a playoff.
Me too.
Play-in, and I think I feel like they would make it to first round, even with Joel being out.
Right.
But I feel like Jokic is the most valuable to his team. So I feel like it's just a perspective of who's the most valuable. And I think Jokic won it fair, but I think Joel is a better basketball player than Jokic.
Okay, I went with Jokic too, man. He held it down without Michael Porter and the crew, man. He did a good job, man. They shouldn't even been in the playoff picture. But next up, we got who you like, man? Paul George or Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler.
Okay. I like Paul George, but Jimmy Butler is just, he
got
that toughness, man. That defense.
Yeah,
it's like he's never like a days of cool. Like he seems like he just don't take no days off. Ferris Bueller style. But DeAndre Ayton or Karl Anthony Towns?
Karl Anthony Towns.
Big cat.
Big cat can shoot threes.
Yes, I know that.
Big cat can shoot threes. Not a lot of centers we can say if y'all just be pulling up and shooting threes.
I think he just got to play a little bit better in bigger games. But Lonzo Ball or LaMelo Ball?
I think, you know, when we're talking about the Ball brothers, I think it's a matter of how they contribute to their team.
Good point.
I think when Lonzo didn't get hurt, he played a major role.
I know the Bulls was in the playoff hunt. Yeah, without him, they just fell off.
He made one of the biggest impacts on them. Him and
Zach LaVine.
Yeah, you know, with them two being on that team, like it boosted the Bulls, you know, stock.
Right. They were confident. They were a hungry bunch.
Lonzo been through this. He been on the team with LeBron.
Right.
He been on that Lakers team without LeBron. He knows, you know, what it takes. And with Lonzo being a vet, I feel like he has that edge over LaMelo. But don't get me wrong, LaMelo's a playmaker.
Yes, he is.
LaMelo is one of those guys that I know I can feed LaMelo the ball, and he's going to get us 2 points, 3 points, or even 4 points. You know, I know LaMelo's a scorer. He's a natural scorer. But, you know, he's a rookie, and I can't even say he's a rookie now. He's in his second year, but I feel like Lonzo still has that veteran edge over LaMelo, and I would take. Lonzo still has that, you know, that
veteran edge. Yeah, I get what
veteran
you're saying.
over LaMelo, so I would take Lonzo on my team.
Yeah, I think when it comes to them two, man, you know what? I think Lonzo, he's more like laid back. You know what I mean? As far as on the court too, he's probably more efficient than his brother, but I think more people, when you want to get your popcorn ready, you go watch LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
People's paying to walk through the turnstiles to
Yep.
see LaMelo Ball
Absolutely.
play. I'm not saying they want
Absolutely.
for Lonzo Ball, but it's two different kind of games. They're both point guards, but one is more flashier than the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Chris Middleton or Jaylen Brown?
So this is a controversial one because Chris Middleton is he's that guy.
Yeah, he worked his way up.
He's
man.
that
I used
he's
to think
that
he was
guy.
trash.
He's
He's
terrible
good.
when he first came into the
Yeah, I
league.
thought he was weak.
And for him to play one of the most important roles on the Bucks ever, like
Shining with Giannis,
and
Andrew Holiday.
Yeah, it's not like it's just Giannis. Like
Yeah.
Giannis may be the face of the Bucks, but without Chris Middleton,
Right.
nothing would shake.
Timely
Nothing
threes,
would
all
shake.
that
Nothing would
defense. He's
shake.
a big two guard. Yeah.
But Jaylen Brown, he plays an extensive role, and I would take Chris Middleton over Jaylen Brown just because of the roles that they play. Jaylen Brown is a scorer and he facilitates a lot.
Right.
He facilitates a lot, but he allows Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart to shine and give off their and Al Horford. He allows him to get theirs.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but Jaylen Brown's never. He's never scared to get his. But
Right.
But the amount of role and the amount of pressure that Chris Middleton has been put on, and for him to win the championship last year, and for him to suck when he came into the league, and he works his way up, I would take Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I think Chris Middleton's a little bit more consistent than
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown. I'm not saying Jaylen Brown's a scrub because he's definitely a star.
Yep.
But I would take Middleton too. I think he's a better shooter, and I think he's slightly a better player, just slightly. But I think Brown's more athletic.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Shamarr, James Harden or Klay Thompson.
So as we've seen this year, we saw it firsthand this year. Klay came back with an immediate impact on the Warriors.
Yeah.
They're shining bright, and they're not even. When everybody saw that Klay was coming back, they thought he's not ready. He hasn't been league ready. He's not league ready. 2 years off. What is it? Maybe 3. 2 years off. He's not ready to play in the NBA. But when he came back, he was league ready, and his first buckets made him look like, this is still old Klay, and he's playing like old Klay. James Harden is one of those players that like I said, he's another LaMelo Ball, just a little less flashier. If I give the ball to Harden, I know he can give me 3-4 points.
Yeah.
But with them putting another rule to implement, James Harden from using his techniques.
Yeah, that stuff is over. This ain't the Houston Harden.
We're not seeing Harden get as much points in much, time.
Right.
Even some of his younger players are getting a lot more players like Maxey.
Yeah.
We see Maxey playing a bigger role with James Harden than with him being a rookie. And I think the other one, James Harden is one of those guys that he's iffy. He's less more consistent, and
he play when you want.
Yeah. Even when we saw him, I know why he played the way he played on the Houston, because he didn't have nobody.
Right.
But when he did have somebody,
Right.
they didn't do good. You had CP and Russell Westbrook, arguably the two best
Paired with a
point
lot of
guards in the
people, and it
league
don't ever
right
work.
now. Right now.
Right.
I think you went over and played with one of the other best point guards and one of the other best scorers, players in the league. There's a lot that you could say about James Harden, but one thing you can say is that he does get his, but with the rule implementing, he hasn't gotten a lot of play time and a lot of points that he usually gets when he was on the Rockets or even playing with the Nets. So all that's over. So we'll see how James Harden plays in the next year, and hopefully he does a lot better and gels with his team a little bit more. So
I would take Klay Thompson, man, just for the simple fact they both had injuries.
Yeah.
But I think Klay's more of a team guy. He's not worried about partying with Lil Baby and all them 2 weeks after the season, which you're going to see pretty soon, guarantee you. But and a lot of people don't bring this up, but I don't think Harden's been the same since that hamstring injury in Brooklyn. Yeah. If you watch him, he doesn't have the same burst anymore. Yeah. He's not giving you 31 no more. He's giving you 18, 5, and 7. This is a different James Harden. A lot of people really don't forget. James Harden's about to be, I think, 33, 34 years old, so there's a lot of miles on them tires, man. You know what I mean?
And when you put it in the perspective of Klay Thompson, what type of scorer Klay Thompson is?
Yeah.
Klay Thompson scored what was it, 40, 55, 54?
Yeah, I think he had, what, 68 points off, what, 8
4
dribbles?
I think it was 8 or 4 dribbles.
Yeah, something like that.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just catching shooting.
That's something that isn't taught. Like, you can't teach that. That's a skill. That's a mindset. Off of 4 and 8 dribbles that you can just be able to score. That's something James Harden don't have.
Yeah.
James Harden has to use the amount of dribbles that he gets to get to the free throw line.
And he never developed a mid-range game neither. Never. It's all threes and slashes to the hoop. Like, yeah.
Klay Thompson can do it all, and he plays and still plays one of the biggest roles in the Warriors' success. And with them having a dynasty, it's not even you can't even just put it on Steph Curry or Iguodala. I mean, Klay Thompson was that guy. He's that second to none on the Warriors. So.
Definitely, man. Hey, Shamarr, I want to thank you for joining me, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, everybody, we want to thank our guest, Shamarr. Check him out, man. Whipio Basketball Neighborhood Academy, 26 points a game. He's a slasher. He's a prolific scorer. And hopefully next time he can come join me again, and he'll have his partner, Courtney Wallace, with him. And we'll see y'all next time on Platt's Point of View, man. Have a good one.